Hi queers, welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Corey and I'm real queer. Today we are watching episode 5 of Heated Rivalry. Now, just so just so y'all know, when I be editing these, I fully be watching the full episode again. And then what I do too is after these go up on Patreon and I edit them down more to go on YouTube, I watch other people on YouTube watch it. And I just notice more and more when I do so. And also y'all in the comments because a lot of you have read the books and know about the story, like you guys offer more context, which I love, by the way, as long as it's spoiler free. Like I'm really intentional about avoiding spoilers. I mean, I haven't even seen these two boys do press, and I know they're out all in LA now. I know that Hudson is in LA because that insufferable gay boy from the show I Love LA was talking shit up on Twitter. And then obviously this Canadian boy is like, hey, what do you, I don't hate you. I don't even know you. What are we doing? But you know, anyway, because I have a whole thing about that. I think that man, I think his name is Jordan Firstman. I think he's kind of salty that Heated Rivalry is the gay thing that people are talking about. And he wants it to be his character on I Love LA. And I'm so sorry, girly, and this is all my opinion. Y'all don't gotta agree, whatever. That show's just not that good. As someone who's born and raised in LA, it's a transplant show, and it's not even an interesting transplant show. That's what's so fucked. It's like, okay, you have your issues with LA, but I don't see you trying to figure something else out. I know that the places that y'all frequent are for transplants, and y'all only frequent those places. LA, y'all, is so massive. I don't want this to become an LA rant, but just really quickly before I get into it, because I have to get this off my chest. LA is so massive and so expansive and so weird and so cool and so fun. Like, you transplants who come from East Bumfuck settle in one neighborhood because you hear on the internet that's where life is in LA, and then you hate it, and then you don't do nothing but stay there and hate it. It's just like, girl, can we turn it on? Like, what? LA is massive and there's different vibes for the different cities. Anyway, damn, this is making me want to just develop my own LA TV show. But yeah, anyway, I know that gay boy from LA was hanging out with this little gay boy from Heated Rivalry. So I saw that. And I thought that was very Pinteresting, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm trying to get my friends involved in the show. I told one of my friends, Ernesto, who's a therapist, I told him, I was like, hey, you need to watch the show. And he was like, hockey? And I said, no, girl, listen. Hockey is such a small part of this show. Like, they're in and out. We've never actually sat through a full hockey thing because it's not really about that. And I appreciate that as a LGBTQI. Like, I prefer when sports stuff that's gonna get gay focuses as little on the sport as possible. Because it just, personally, I'm not gonna speak for all gay people, but for me, I just don't care. I just do not care. No shade. Love the sports girlies, love the gays who love sports, love the straights who love sports, love that y'all have a thing. I don't care. And like growing up, all we had was sports movies, fucking Space Jam, like Air Bud, Mighty Ducks. Like, I grew up sort of like in the 90s, so like every kid's thing was sports, you know what I mean? Like Mike, like it was just all sports stuff, which is fine. Like, I still watched it and just didn't retain any information from the sports. But when it comes to gay shit that's in the sports field, just give me the gay. The sports have to be so secondary and even tertiary in some cases. Now I'm waiting for a wrestling show that's gay. Like, where's that? Like, that would be so hot. But yeah, I told my friend, I was like, hey, the hockey is such a small part of the show. Like, you're not even going to really be spending that much time in the hockey of it all, because time moves so fast. It's just about their relationship or them hooking up. That's all it's really is all about. Sports is so secondary. He was like, okay, I might watch it. I gotta check in to see if he watched it. Like every gay thing that I've been watching, like Boots, Heartstopper, like all the gay stuff, I've been trying to get him to watch. Now, again, this is just me, it's my opinion. I would love there to be more gays of color. I would love that. All these shows, and that's just like media, right? That's just how, you know, it's a fucking very white industry. But I would know, I was there for a while. But you know, every once in a while, give us a gay of color. And I guess Shane is like Asian, so I guess that's like something. But yeah, I'm tired of seeing all these white bodies. I'm not gonna stop watching it. Let's be real clear. I will not stop watching it, but I will always want for there to be different body types. And that's why I was sad to hear that Boots got canceled, because that show, for my very few issues with it, like people of color, do you know what I mean? Different body types. But no shade, anything that's on Netflix, gay or otherwise, it's gonna get canceled. Like, and I just cannot, or I refuse to just get close to or really be into any show that's on Netflix, because it's just gonna get canceled. Like we saw with Dead Boy Detectives, we're seeing it with Boots, we saw it with Sense8. Like anything that's like gay and cool and maybe doesn't have a huge following, it's gonna get fucking canceled. And I just, that's why I just couldn't get too into Boots, because I knew it was gonna last. Like most things on Netflix get canceled. That's not just for the gay shit, it's just most things on there. Like it's not a great company. They just don't, their business model is dumb. And to have killed cable and other like physical media distribution rental places just to try to become that again a decade later, just goes to show you that there was no longevity, and them hoes over there don't know what they're doing. Anyway, end of rant. This just spun off into nonsense. But yeah, I'm gonna watch episode 5 of Heated Rivalry. I'm excited to see where the boys are now. No shade, I really want to see more of Shane and Kip at some point. Again, people hating that episode don't get it. Even people who I've been talking about the show to in real life are like, I wasn't down or whatever. I'm like, I personally don't get that. I don't get that. I don't understand that. And that's okay. It's not, you know, whatever. You can like what you like and I can like what I like, whatever. That's fine. But it's a hard pill to swallow when people are like, oh, you know, so-and-so. I'm like, how? It was so good. It showed that there was somebody else on or in the hockey of it all that's be mingling with them who is also fruity. It also shows the juxtaposition between like support groups, you know, maybe like Shane and Ilya, they have to some extent their family and each other, and Kip and like Scott had no one. Scott had hockey. That's all Scott had was hockey. And Kip had like his friends, you know, his dad, you know, his art history, you know, grad student application stuff. So he had, you know, it was just a different vibe, because one person's within hockey, one person's not at all. So it's like, okay, I'm not in your world, so like I don't have the same sort of hangups or whatever. So like if this is what you need to do, fine, but I can't do it with you. It was just interesting. And it just gave us something different, because this Ilya and Shane, chaotic, gay, insane, intense, like that's one vibe. But but Scott and Kip gave us like domesticity, cute slash stuff. If you're into that's for my fanfic girlies. And I thought that was maybe a little bit more interesting. It's just different from this, because this one you're like, you guys are just fucking, not really talking, just fucking. Which you know, I'm not gonna ever say that that's unrealistic or bad, because girl, I get it, have been there, but it just offers us a different point of view. Also, more gay people. Like that's what I can't stress enough, is that like, despite people's hang-ups or disdain or whatever, dislike of the Scott and Kip of it all, it's 2 more gay people that we get to watch on a TV show. You know, now while I wish it wasn't under the boot of homophobia and sort of like, you know, closetness, DL vibes, it's still gay shit. So I need to just be fair and give credit where credit is due personally. And I watched that episode again, and it was so cute. I was like, oh, okay, this is what happens when, of course, the DL closet of it all is still very well in effect, but the two men are communicating. That's what I enjoyed mostly, just as a contrast to the Shane and Ilya of it all, that Scott and Kip were communicating. And through that communication, very quickly, they realized, oh, this is not going to work. This is what I'm going to, Kip's like, I'm going to go over here and whatever. With Shane and Ilya, they've not gotten to that communication part yet. So with episode 5, it'll be interesting to see sort of where we are at this point and how we continue their story. That's what I'm most excited about. And then one of my friends who watches the show, and he worked early today, so he watched it after he got home from work. So he saw it before me. He was like, have Herbie watch it. So I'm gonna stop yapping. And also let me know if me talking through this show in this way, like, is what you guys all want more of. Let me know, because I have realized, like, in editing and watching these back, more and more is stuff that I'd be wanting to talk about that I just kind of just like, all right, well, I'll let the show speak for itself. But that defeats the purpose of me fucking watching the show for y'all. As always, I have my trusty notebook. I will be writing down notes the entire episode. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing. If you're new here, that's what's happening. If you're real queer, you know, that's y'all know the tea. And I started writing stuff down, and I got a dedicated notebook, by the way, because I just realized too that, like, I would be forgetting stuff. I was like, ooh, I'll talk about the end, and I just never talk about it. So this helps me gather my thoughts, write down things that I'm picking up on immediately, and sort of deconstruct the episode of television I'm watching, or film, honestly, whatever I'm watching. And as a writer, it just sort of helps if I'm picking up on stuff, metaphors, callbacks, running gags. It helps to write it down to kind of go, oh, I see what they're doing. So that when I'm talking about it at the end, I can build a better sort of idea of what I just saw with and for you guys. But I digress again. Without further ado, episode 5 of Heated Rivalry, I'll believe in anything. Let's watch.
Listen, about last night,
It's fine.
I think this season is stressing me out more than usual.
Y'all, I'll talk about it at the end. I love this little theme. Doom, 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 doom. I love.
The New York will keep up his red hot pace, or will he? How do we put this kindly? Crash and burn like he does halfway through every season?
This man is fine. This man is fine. This man is fine. He's so gorgeous. I think for me, out of Shane, Ilya, and Scott Kip, I think Scott is at the top of the list for me, personally.
Miles is extremely jealous. No, of me. Does it surprise you that Miles is gay?
No. I mean, of course not, no.
This is an interesting conversation.
Are there any, like, gay hockey players?
Work.
But are there any openly gay players?
None that have said it publicly.
But I have a feeling that maybe I'm not doing it for you.
Ooh! Ooh! Ooh!
I have a feeling, and I don't know, I feel like maybe you'd rather be kissing Miles.
Oh my God. Oh. Why did she clock him at the dinner table like this?
It's really okay.
It's not. Like you, I really do. I like talking with you. I like being with you.
Girl, but you don't like sleeping with her. Shut up, Shane. You piss me off. And this probably happens a lot, honestly, in the industry.
And it's really fine. I just don't think that we can keep trying.
Thank you, girl.
Hey, you don't owe me any explanation.
I feel like I kinda do.
You really don't.
Thank God it ended this way, y'all.
Can I ask if you've ever been with another guy?
He's like constantly. One guy all the time, actually.
Was it different with a guy? Was it better?
And say yeah. And say yeah.
Kind of prefer being the hole rather than the peg.
Oh! Oh my.
You should follow Miles back on Instagram.
He's like, girl, I'm fucking this other dude. It's...
And I was kidding about Miles, but he totally would.
Yeah, Miles was sucking up on your neck in the club the other night. Y'all remember that?
I have a feeling that there's not a lot of people you can
Talk to, yeah. And I think that's what he needs too. It's just someone to talk to. Because it's not Ilya.
Text me whenever, okay? I mean it, because I will be texting you all the time.
Okay. You know what? Thank you, Heated Rivalry writers, for getting this the fuck out of the way soon so we didn't have to watch him pretend to be with her forever. But this show is fucking blowing through time, so.
Я вообще волнуюсь вся хоккейная команда, ты это прекрасно знаешь.
Конечно.
I like Svetlana.
Ты в этом году играешь в одной команде с Холландером, да? Ты ведь знаешь, что он красивый и знаешь, что он хороший игрок.
Он очень хороший.
He doesn't hit feelings because think he's still with that girly pop.
Интересно, сколько нарядов ходит в Роузлендере? Такой стиль.
I like their little thing, whatever it is, their friendship, like fooling around, friends with benefits thing. I love that. Oh. Oh. And they're so clearly like waiting to see each other. You know what I mean?
So it should be fun, huh? I've always wondered what it'd be like to play on the same team.
Metaphor.
Nice that it's in Florida this year, right?
Yes. Here you go.
Here we go with this bullshit. This furtive, like, one-word answer bullshit.
Did you bring anyone with you?
My parents thought about coming, but they're going to Mexico in like 2 weeks. Also, I didn't feel like being managed this weekend.
Fair enough. But he asked about that girl.
Nice shirt.
Thanks. I like to, get into the spirit.
Pulling it up. Catch and go!
This fucker. Well, like, you know, this dude is a certified boner killer, moment ruiner, interruptus person. Almost like a reminder, hey, y'all can't be flirting and doing that because there's hella people here.
You should give us a chance to get to know each other. Who knows what we might have in common.
Oh. Let's hope they actually do talk and, like, connect, because just hurry up.
Someone take you shopping.
If I tell you something, will you promise not to tell anyone or make fun of me?
Yeah, sure.
I hired a stylist.
Most of the people do.
Fuck you.
So, this has nothing to do with Rose Landry.
No.
So, you and her are not.
We're not. We're just not compatible.
Yes. Yes. A lot of looking at each other's lips in this scene here.
Circulate, I guess.
Yeah. You have no clothes to show off.
Everything about them is flirty, and if I was, and whatever, it's straight boys, so they're not fucking thinking about that or paying attention. But like, if I was watching them, I'm like, oh, they're fucking. Like, it's so clear that they're having sex.
And I will not be losing this time. But if I lose, I will buy you all candy bars from machine inside, okay? Hey, Hollander, make sure none of these cheaters cheat, okay? Okay.
Okay, so we got them playing together. Oh.
Hey, Hollander. Can you give these kids some money? I don't have my wallet.
Oh my. Crazy shot.
So you and Rose Landry are not.
Yeah, not compatible. Not in that way, anyway.
I saw that looking at the hands. Cute.
What room are you in?
This looks serious.
It's not. Can you just sit down or something?
Okay, this is interesting. The immediate space in between them.
It's not just me, right?
Okay.
Last time we were together, it was different.
Freaked out over nothing.
It wasn't nothing. Don't act like that. This is hard enough without you being an asshole.
T. Thank you, Shane.
We get together, we fuck. It's simple. Simple for me.
Bullshit. I think I'm gay.
What girl? What girl?
Oh yeah, what?
Okay, Okay, so you're gay, so what?
Well, it's kind of a big deal. To me, at least.
Closing that space in between them.
Why are you telling me this?
Who else am I gonna tell? Being gay is one thing, but this fucking your arch rival is another thing.
It really is.
And for the record, I am sorry about last time, okay? I'm sorry I freaked out. And I felt like we were something. What do you want to be? If we could?
Mm.
That's not what I asked.
What does it fucking matter?
Mm. Mm.
I don't think I can keep pretending I don't like you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like you maybe a little too much.
Don't fucking do this, Hollander. I wouldn't be able to go home again.
Mm.
My father is very old-fashioned and sick. Dementia.
Hey, sorry.
This to me feels like a better way in than just the intense fucking. You know what I mean? Like I like the humanness of this, the connection, the communication is I'm really enjoying this.
Good night, Shane.
Good night, Ilya.
It's very funny because he's already getting dressed and going there, saying no.
Enough what?
Questions. You have too many of them.
I just kind of feel like something with his dad's happening because Alexi's calling.
What about Roosevelt? Oh, he did not fly with the rest of the team to Nashville.
Yeah, his dad.
Maybe he's sick.
He's not.
Fuck all this. ESPN is just saying he did not go to Nashville.
Hey, are you okay?
You wear glasses.
Just for reading.
Put them back on, please. I will be better when I see you in your glasses again.
Happy?
Happier.
Okay, I knew it.
What are people saying about me?
Nothing.
Also, who fucking cares, babe?
You know, you can talk to me about whatever.
Okay, he's extending him an opening. Let's see if he takes it.
Take off your clothes.
Y'all know what?
If you want to help me, take your clothes off.
What's the brother's problem?
Хватит, блядь, меня избегать.
Блядь, свои руки!
Тогда расскажи мне свой план.
Hmm.
Я еще не знаю, Алексей, он только что умер. Дай мне прийти в себя. Можно мне тоже минуту прийти в себя или нет? Кто кладет сюда в твой грязный рот и кокаин в твой нос? У меня ребенок!
Мне показалось, что кто-то пел.
Вот теперь нам и придется слушать, как твоя шлюха трындит.
Прекрати, Илья! Прекрати!
Можешь забрать мою квартиру. Для племянницы я открою счет.
Work.
Да не обращайся к мне. Если сделаешь это, ты обязательно пожалеешь. Понял? Я использую всю свою славу, деньги и влияние, чтобы ты больше не мог появиться в этом городе.
Work.
Так что прими то, что я предлагаю. Закрой свой грязный рот и вали отсюда.
Couldn't have happened to a better person. This unfortunately happens a lot when people die. Like I'm unfortunately going through that myself with my aunt and my dad's side of the family. It's just like, it's like the body's not even cold yet. What are we doing?
Ты знаешь, что я тебя люблю.
Я знаю. Это не так, как с Джейн. Не так ли?
Mm.
Я просто надеюсь, что Джейн знает, как ему повезло.
Interesting.
How are you?
Okay. Not good. Probably bad. I wish he could know me, or... I don't know. English is too hard right now.
How about you tell me everything that's on your mind, but in Russian? I won't understand, but maybe it'll help.
Никогда больше сюда не вернусь. Я за все плачу. И все, что я слышу, это мало. Я хочу больше, Илья. Мне нужно больше, Илья. Больше, 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 больше. Мой брат. И меня убивает то, что он заботился о моем отце, а я нет. Но я не мог. Я не был здесь. Я все равно за все платил. У меня никого нет. И вот в чем вся хрень. Я хочу только тебя.
We knew it, girl. We knew it.
Я так сильно тебя люблю и не знаю, что с этим делать. Окей, I'm done.
Do you feel better?
Yes. Thank you.
How about... I wish you were here right now.
Я бы тоже хотел.
You still up for tonight? After? 1919. Is you okay? Fucking tell me.
Get your bed trust off. I'm not gonna tell you again. I need you to stay awake. Okay, Shane? Eyes open, buddy.
Okay. Killing my parents.
The music was given too dreamy. I was like, something's gonna happen.
Ilya.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Hey. Hey.
No, he high as hell.
Better.
You scared me.
I'm sorry I didn't text you last night.
No, it's okay.
Will you come to my cottage this summer?
Oh my.
So private, no one will know.
I wonder you know I can't do that.
We could have a week or even two. Be completely alone.
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh.
And the New York Admirals will have done what they set out to do, finally bringing the cup back to New York. 10 seconds remaining as Marlowe passes it to Hassan. Hassan to Connors. They're running out the clock. The New York crowd is on its feet. And there you have it.
Good for Scott.
Won the cup for the first time in 28 years. The 2017 champions. They've done it. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing right now.
God, but this must fucking suck because he doesn't have Kip anymore. So it's just like it's a great win, but like who he's gonna celebrate with other than like his team, you know? Oh, speak of the devil.
Hey,
I'm not sad.
you're allowed to be.
Yeah, everybody's like going to go hug their families and yeah, fuck. I like this song. This song's like in every indie movie. Oh, is he gonna? I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, you. Come.
Go!
Y'all. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Work, bitch. Come on. I'm like sweating. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my god, y'all.
I love you so fucking much. I love you too.
What the? I'm coming to the cottage.
And we have one more episode? I'm gonna kill myself. Why the fuck would they end it there? Okay, sorry, hold on, let me... Okay, y'all. Woo! Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, wait, sorry. I have a dentist appointment soon, so I have to let me get through this as succinctly as possible and as detailed as possible without rushing. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. And this is the gay shit I want. Like, this is it. Give us more gay shit like this, by the way. Oh, also before I start, you can see maybe it'll focus on my nails. So I got my nails done in this like sort of tortoise color with green or jade undertones. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's called a dip. It's like a tortoise dip. It's really cute. Maybe like that is better. Are you gonna focus? Yeah, aren't those cute? Anyway, I love an autofocus camera. Okay. Sorry. Starting off the episode was really interesting to reveal very quickly, much to my delight, that Shane was not finishing. And Rose was like, I know it's not me. So maybe are you gay? Also, I'm a industry actor girly, like that's the vibe. And like that's what I said too. I'm fairly certain I said that like 2 or 3 episodes ago that like as it pertains to the actors and speculation about their sexualities, I was like, well girl, the theater world, the acting world, the art world is very queer, very open, very whatever. It's only mainstream, or I guess it's like regular people who aren't in the industry who are like, y'all sucking and fucking, y'all gay. Like everybody's just kind of like, it's not even really a conversation within that world. So of course girly pop would know. Then I saw, and I try to stay away from Heated Rivalry spoilers, explainers, interviews, press, because I just kind of want to watch the show. I'm not really into the parasocial of it all if I'm really enjoying the show. Like I don't need that, you know what I mean? So I'm good with just watching the show, at least for them. And who knows, after season 1, I might, if I stumble upon an interview or something, maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. Because I feel the same with Interview with the Vampire. Like I watched a couple interviews, but like, I don't know, I'm just more interested in the media than the actors and their vibes. I don't know if, I don't really care that much. No shade. It just doesn't interest me that much. That being said, I did stumble across the author of the Game Changer series, and she said that Shane is autistic, which makes sense. And the actor is playing it very, 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 very nuanced, which I really enjoy. Which is always good. And also just like in his looks and his sort of like, it's read as timid and shy, but it's really just the sort of like autistic sort of like, I can't hold eye contact. You know, I'm very much like, okay, like it's very much the excitement or the sort of like in real time processing of real life that he's doing very well in his performance, which I really enjoy. It makes sense now because I read it as shy and timid at first, and maybe it still is, but there's a little bit of that neuro sort of diversity thing happening there, which I think is very interesting. I love that he got his tea clocked by Rose at that dinner. She was like, girl, it's okay. Like, I'm not mad. I'm not saying fuck you. I'm just saying like, girl, like that's what's happening, girl. Which I thought was very funny. And it happens all the time. Like, I don't know if you guys are aware, were around, or clocked it if you were around, but the Teen Wolf cast, Holland Roden, who plays, I forgot her character's name, but she's the redhead who ends up being a banshee. She and Colton Haynes, who plays Jackson, I believe, they went out on a date like very early off in the season, and she was like, you know, it didn't work out and we just stayed friends. And in my brain, I'm like, well, Colton Haynes is the gayest gay to ever gay, so I'm pretty sure she found out he was gay, and they were like, okay, you know, girlfriends. Happens so often. I remember watching that interview and being like, girl, he's gay. But anyway, and this is before he publicly came out, by the way, but I feel like if you kind of knew, you knew. And I feel like, okay, really quickly, whenever I'm saying actors are gay, or like I knew they were gay before they came out, I'm never looking at them pre-coming out and being like, you're gay, you have to tell people. I'm just like recognizing things in myself and the gay people that I know and what I know to be true about gay people. I find it I feel like there's like a, how do I explain this? I feel like I'm picking up on sort of like a common struggle that they're having that I've had before, that I recognize in other queer people, and I go, oh, okay, and I just like kind of go okay and move on. I don't hold on to the information. I don't run around telling people he gay. I'm just like, okay, and when they come out, I'm like, good for them. Glad they are able to step out into the sunlight and be who they are. That's my vibe. So whenever I'm speculating on people, I'm just picking up on something and just mentioning it. There's no weird Salem witch hunt behind that. I don't do that. Ilya is cute. We saw him being cute with the kids in the pool. We saw him being like, he is a cute, fun person. I think Shane is picking up on that. But I think when Shane's like, connect with me, Ilya's like, no. Which we sort of see those walls fall down when they meet in Ilya's hotel room and start talking about stuff. And I realized, like, for example, when Shane was telling him, he's like, well, I think I'm gay and I know that you're not fully gay. And just having a basic conversation. He's like, well, Ilya's like, well, why are you telling me this? And it's true. Like, when you are in cahoots, for lack of a better term, with somebody who is closeted, a DL or whatever, and you're in a sexual relationship with them or whatever, what have you, you sort of become a confidant and in more extreme cases, a gay Sherpa to sort of answer all their questions, be a sounding board for their issues. And like, I don't know that a lot of people who are in sexual relationships with somebody who is not fully out, as the person who is out in that relationship, I don't think that there is a knowledge that that's the vibe, that you become sort of like their window into the world. And sometimes I don't know that there's a desire for people who are out to do that. But there's, again, this is where communication comes into play. Like, if that's the case, you should probably say something. But with these two boys, they just are in love with each other and, you know, aren't honest about that. Shane is more than Ilya for sure. Okay, and then what else? Okay, I liked how their conversations lacked that furtiveness that it had in previous episodes. My biggest joy was seeing them fucking talk. And even with Ilya, like toward the end, sort of doing it all in Russia to sort of make it easier for him was great. I'm like, there's a dialogue happening. You two are two boys who for years have been meeting up in secret and hooking up. Like, you know, it takes a very communicative, emotionally mature, honest person to be able to do that and have feelings be secondary. These two little gay boys, that wasn't the case. And then, you know, again, we saw Ilya slip back into it when his father died, slip back into sort of just being like, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just do something sexy, which is fine. Like, people cope and deal with grief in many ways. It was just interesting seeing that little sidestep back into it before being like, actually, no, this is too much. And I actually maybe do need to talk to somebody. And of course, you know, Ilya has Svetlana and Shane has Rose, but I think it's super important for them to be talking to each other as well. So I really like that. And, you know, I thought it was very interesting for this show to really delve into like death bringing out the worst in people. You know, I'm going through that right now. Unfortunately, my aunt passed away, my dad's sister, and just watching my dad's side of the family just like try to pick over the scraps is crazy. Because sometimes it's like, hey, your sister just passed away. Like, her body ain't even cold. And it's my money. That's crazy. But like, I feel like when people don't know how to deal, when they don't have anybody to talk to, when they're not good at processing their emotions or even know how to, other stuff sort of comes in and takes over. I feel like that's what's happening most of the time. And again, I love Svetlana and Rose being supportive to their little gay boys. They're like, go on and be gay, fine. At least they have someone each. And the girlies are not, it's not one-sided like it can oftentimes be, which makes me very, very happy and hopeful for just the journey in the show. So I'm happy about that. Can y'all tell I'm rushing to get to the last thing that I really want to talk about? Oh, one thing that I really want to bring up that was really fucked up was in Ilya's Russian sort of like processing of his emotions. He said something that I didn't really actually think about until he said it. The idea, he was like, yeah, my brother hates me because he had to take care of my father for 5 months on his own. And he hates me because I wasn't here. And I hate myself that I couldn't be here. But I had to keep the train running. I had to send money for my brother and make sure all of my family was okay. I pay for everything all the time. And it's always more. And I thought about, that hit me and was like, oh, fuck, like his dad died too. Like his dad died and he wasn't there. And then right back into the hockey of it all. And it's just, as complicated as his family dynamic is, they're still his family. And that just recontextualized it in a way for me that was really interesting too, because it was like, I'm grieving, of course, but it was like, but I'm also just wasn't around. Like that sucks. Like I was just, and he was dodging calls from everybody, you know what I mean? Because he was probably resenting them that he had to be this hockey player instead of just like, Ilya. Sucks. Shane invited Ilya to the summer cottage and feels like Ilya's gonna go. I can't wait to see what, I guess the next episode 6 is the last episode of the season, which I'm not happy about. But we'll see if things progress at the cottage there, or if it'll just be, because we're blowing through fucking time. So I wonder if it'll be just the cottage in like a bottle episode, or if it'll be sort of like post Scott Hunter coming out, Shane and Ilya looking at all the negative and positive stuff and I guess wondering what it means for them. I'm hoping that that's what it is. And last but not least, what I want to talk about is Scott and Kip on that ice, bitch. They are, I want to preface this by saying I am also rooting for Shane and Ilya. But the Scott and Kip journey has been actually really fucking cute and exciting for me, because they really do love each other, like really do. And I think Scott sort of understanding that and being like, yes, I have my teammates, I won this big thing, but I'm not really happy because you're not here. Like you're the missing piece. I just, and in episode 3, he told him, he was like, I've never wanted anything as much as I wanted you. And I want to be very honest about that, let you know that's what's happening. This isn't just a little hookup moment. And Kip was like, I'm down. So watching that bloom sort of carry out in contrast and in conjunction with the Shane and Ilya of it all is interesting, right? Scott and Kip are like, hey, this is how I feel. Are we on the same page? Let's talk about it. And, their journey has been kind of quick and like to the point, because they're like, we're not playing games, we're talking. And we've seen Shane and Ilya sort of like furtive, like start and stop type of vibe. And I think this will be interesting. I think it'll also be crazy, because I think it'll beg the question, well, can we be gay and out in the league in addition to with each other? Because with Scott, obviously Scott is a hockey player and Kip isn't, so that's just a different dynamic and situation all in and of itself. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Really solid episode. They all are. I've not watched an episode that I've hated like at all. Thank you, gay people of Canada, for giving us some gay stuff in America. Really appreciate you. I heard you guys were renewed for season 2. Love that. Cannot wait for that. So I will be watching the next episode when it comes out, and then I'll do a character ranking. Let me know if you guys want me to do that, because I can do that if you guys want. I think it'll be really fun to do that too for this show, because I have thoughts about these little gay boys. Yeah, I think that's gonna be all for me. I've definitely talked this to death. I want to sort of get this edited and up for you guys. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. And love the conversations we're having up on the Patreon. Love that. If you're watching this on YouTube, full, unedited, uncut episodes are available over there right now. Link in the description. So, consider joining. I think this is going to be all for me. What I find funny too, really quickly before I leave, what I find funny too is like when I'm editing this, I'll realize additional stuff and I'll write it down in my notebook. And then at the top of the next episode, I'll be like, also, I noticed this. But what I'm going to do too is rewatch this episode off of YouTube just for me, because this episode gagged me, and I want to like stay in that vibe. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that later tonight. But I want to get this edited up for the Patreon girlies, so that way we can talk about it in the comments, because I got thoughts. Yeah, let me know what other TV shows and films you'd like me to react to. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.